Okay, good. You got a little piece of tape, anybody? Just a teeny piece when you can. Yeah. I'm going to tape this to it just so it can't fly off. Thank you, Jim. It's like perfect. Yep. Okay, folks. Hopefully you're with me. Pretty intricate stuff, as I say. You're getting ready to witness the WooFDriver on tour. Good signal, and we're good to go. Just going to make sure you can hook Princess up. We're actually go to the pages. We're here right now. Got one camera off. Hey, Kathleen. Let me see what camera's off. We got one. This camera's off for some reason, guys. Okay, folks, we're getting ready to roll as soon as I get this together. Actually, that was on. Sorry. 2. Might not have ever 3. Let's see if the 4th one's on. For some reason, this one is not on. Okay, folks, you might hear me talking to myself. I don't answer myself back in case you were asking. We got what we seem to be a pretty good stream going. So we're probably going to jet starting because the dogs are really amped up. Dan, you good? Oh, my watch. So I know where we're at.
Yeah, glimpse. Oh, you can't do it now.
Oh, where's my watch? I can do it from this phone. Find my watch and I'll do it. It's connected to the end of that. Sorry, folks. You're a little bit behind the scenes. Thank you, bud. We'll reset. What we do before we start our tours, and you do have a picture of everybody. How cool is that? Okay, share location. And what's happening, we're getting set up here, so I've got to share my location with Dan. And that way he can follow us through the trail. I'm also putting on my GPS watch. I use other ways of tracking us, but this, I can just look at my wrist and know what time. All the plan, folks. This is going to be really cool. I say that lightly because this is my first time on this kind of broadcast. And I have no idea about signal around here, though it looks good now. Okay, we ready, Jim? Okay, no battery power. Oh, blue one. Oh, yep. Oh, good. Yep. Okay. As I said, folks, uncharted territory. You're with me for the first time doing this. The horses. We're in good shape. We're not doing either one of those. Okay. You are getting a look. I'm going to... are we spinning? The spinner spinning? Yep. So you're getting a spin. You're getting all kinds of views. I can't even tell you. We all take that thing, but the bike motor, the pedal, the gearing, always crazy. I do hear a little bit there. Okay, so the reason I like the backup is because it helps with the dog. Star is the main color of the dark color dog because she is because of her utterly so I and the black box slides along term, but you curly up aggressive and even on pebbles as get through bigger rocks. We run all the way and we show run all the lanes. The right caution and make sure everybody's comfortable. Now we're going to do a bathroom. Oh. So we're going to do a bathroom break, and my co-pilot's going to help me make sure that that's handled properly off the trail, and we're going to be on our way. This happens a fair amount. Crackling. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to try not to crackle. I can't control that as well from this mic. I hope it clears up a little bit. Some of that is just wind noise that I can't get rid of. You're going to get a great view on my left of the canal. I can see it right now. It just looks beautiful. We good, Jim? So we're going now. It looks like heaven to us. I mean, it's just, you see things in the distance that kind of green. It's just I'm not a little bit later into the schedule. It's just been a cool, just great time for the environment. Sorry, folks. We get ride stops and cams are good. You're crackling in voice, yeah. The thing one step at a time. What I'm going to do with my voice, I hope to in the future. Is that a river otter swimming in the water, Jim?
I don't know what that is, Phil.
Okay. He's floating. Okay, so I'm going to try to correct that. It might be on the next run, though, because I'm going to try to use headsets. I'm going to try to get it right. What I like to do after all these runs is analyze the video and see what I can improve. Ready, Jim? Okay, so right next to us to our left looks like what might be a river otter. I thought. We'll try to glimpse them as we walk by. As we ride by. We're not going to stop. Getting light rain here, folks. Can you see it, Jim? Is just floating? Like a stick? Okay. An old cemetery. Interesting to our right. And with our host team, a Willis team, we probably explore that cemetery if we could get access to it, if it was legal. So right now, we've got one camera that spins, which is on the top. It's a curvy road. So the one camera that spins, you're giving you a chase. And so over my shoulder is this camera to give you a chase and what the trail looks like coming at me. That spinning camera on top is now on Zorro, by the way. Of course, the front view is of me and the 4 dogs. And the back view, the third camera down, is the whole bike, essentially, from behind, which is cool. We started this journey, believe it or not, about half a mile ago already. And look, signal's good. All my systems work and bridge now. These bridges are I'm really comfortable with them. We'll get to an awkward one, whether it's too tight or it's got too many gaps below it, showing what's below it, or traffic on the bridge, whatever the case may be. A tight turn here. Oh, you're going to get a cool view. Taking a quick view break. He rarely lifts his leg. He is a male dog, but he rarely lifts his leg. Come on. Hi. Good boys. Come on, pretty. And he's back at it. We're back. What's that? Yep, a little uphill. So, it's a Michael Castle Trail. Uphill because it's like not very much because capacity. They can work though, just cuddle and trotting with a bike, which is Thanks, Kathleen. Yeah, I really got some good news today. I'm really excited about it. And this is kind of my out in the future. I'll be everything on that. I can't do quite yet. It's, look like anything. But I know there's some old bridges out. You see them, as I've been a part of this trail before. What do you call these? Cattails or? Maybe mitographs. It's really cool on a right hand and left hand side. Fragmina. So it's on Prince's left. And it's cool. As you see. And again, we're on right now. We're at my brow. So the quick hike does run that hard surface. It's easier, it goes faster. Less resistance. Sky is really cool sky as it's super cloudy, but they're like layered, the clouds. Little hill here, so I'm gonna kick the motor. If you hear that working, that is the motor. Again, there's a pretty powerful electric motor on here that's run by two batteries. Actually, one battery at a time. The two, one there. They're kind of independently of each other. One just it's over. Usually, that's for the hard. Appreciate that. Just getting every other word. Oh, is it breaking up the? Is it breaking up the microphone? I apologize if it is. Thought it'd be a little better. Let me know, folks, if I'm breaking up. I could try to listen myself. Thanks, Judith. Yeah, I from my end, it seems like the audio is working fairly good. Thanks so much, Judith. Really appreciate it. And thanks, everyone, for the feedback and the views. We're having a great time. You're doing what we love to do. Great. Come on, guys. So we ending on the trail, clean it up, as you see. And I'm going to move a little bit. Let's see if this helps. Okay, folks, let me know if that's any better. I did move the mic. Audio's rough still. I did move the mic. I'll have to work on that for our next run. But hopefully the view is good and you're able to enjoy that at least. So we're really trucking along here and there's all kinds of water around us. I guess those are just big swamps, Jim? You can see everybody's kicking it up. Crossing the mile marker here and just doing really, really well. We try to get out, folks, about once a week on these extended runs. Dogs are actually, this is going uphill. They're pulling pretty good. They must be picking up on a scent. And there goes the motor. Now, we did a gear adjustment. If you were with us on our last run, on the where... Hello, Deborah! I'm doing great. How are you doing? Is the audio coming in good for you, if you could answer? I moved my mic, and I'm hoping it made a difference. Hoping you can hear me. It might be a little scratchy, but trying to clear it up. So, it looks like 3 Mile Island. Look at that nuclear reactor. Now, I'm calling it a nuclear reactor, but it probably is. Well, look, we got running. Yep. So we're seeing something in the distance. We got. Check out closely, folks. Watch your dogs. They're really excited, picking up a pace. Something out there in the field. On my right. In the road? Okay, so, yeah, if you followed me before, we do these extended trips usually once a week. I like to call them the WooFDriver for the Mid-Atlantic region, and sometimes as far as Massachusetts we've traveled, and pretty close to Tennessee. Look at this. Is that the bay now?
That's part of the canal.
That's part. Wow, that's huge. Okay, so the canals between the Chesapeake. Oh, thanks. We got a bathroom break. Thank you so much, Deborah. Glad you are doing well. So the canal is between the Chesapeake Bay and the Delaware River, and the Delaware Bay. Sorry. You can see we do a lot of bathroom breaks. This really part of the health benefits for running the dogs for long distances and going to different places really causes them to go to the bathroom, empty themselves out a lot, because in new areas that they're not familiar with, they realize that there could be prey, there could be confrontations they could have, etc., with other animals. Now, that's just their instinct. Of course, that's not going to happen with us. They could actually, we could see other animals. We're not going to come in contact with them because they're tethered to the bike here. But, good. Okay, come on, guys, hike. But that's how come, the reason being, it's relatively easy to potty train a dog, because naturally when they get outside, they want to go to the bathroom because they don't want to have to go to the bathroom if they're chasing prey or in a confrontation with another animal. That's why it stimulates them to go. So instinctually they do it. So they get now going at the house. Once they're trained, it's easier to get them to go, of course. But when they come to the same location to do it all the time, of course, it doesn't occur as fast as if you took them to an unfamiliar location, because they're so excited and they know that something could be lurking out there. Whereas at home, they're probably less likely to run into something. They know the area better. They're more familiar with it, is what I'm trying to say. Additionally, like humans, as they get going, the exercise stimulates them to do that. And we do a lot of bathroom breaks. And typically, a sled dog will do a bathroom break while they're running. So interesting, because you can't really stop the whole team. You don't even know sometimes the dog's doing a pit stop. I've been on professional sledding expeditions, and it just happens. So with 4 dogs, it's relatively easy. With 13 dogs, 21 dogs, whatever, it gets a little more complicated, as you can understand. So really running a good route here. The trail's awesome. You liking it, Jim? I'm really excited that you're able to... we're out on the water? Oh, yeah. The wire in the camera's way. Where is that, the spinning camera? I moved it a little bit. Whoa, it looks like we're going to roll right into the water here. But yep. Yeah, man. And what's that below it? A road or something? Access road to the water. Interesting. Look at that sailboat, Jim. Sailboat? No, he must have a motor because there ain't no sails up. So, over my shoulder, you should be getting that view. Great. Now, this comes Biddle Point Trailhead, 1 mile. Now, Dan said it does get a little confusing, Jim. So, we want to, because we're under a tight time constraint in the sense we're trying to beat a storm that's rolling in here, we want to make sure we don't deviate too far from the trail that we're supposed to be on, as this is not a big trail system, but a rather confusing one. I know that the trail we were on a couple weeks ago was so confusing. There were trails everywhere, and you could easily get lost. And again, that's one of the reasons I do GPS. We do something called Glimpse, and if you have children or friends or whatever, and even if you said, hey, to your friend, I'll be over at your house in 20 minutes, your friend could say, hey, go ahead and glimpse me. If they glimpse you, you can see when they leave their house, where they're at on the road. Oh, they stopped at 7-Eleven. I've got an extra couple minutes to get ready, whatever. So it's really it helps out a lot. And if it's your friend, you don't care if they know where you stop and what you're doing, of course. So, interesting. So we're trucking right along. As you can see, I'm rather comfortable here, but it's a good thing because I need to be, because it's a lot of work. I'm still working. So we're sharing as we do. Minimal audio cut out. Oh, that's why. Oh, got audio out, Jim.
It's the battery.
The audio cut out. Actually, no, unless someone tells me. That might have been one of the reasons it was crackling a little. It was low on a battery. So we might be right in business. Yes, we did. We got see our camera. You'll notice these little red barrels. He calls them dynamite. They're actually powering the cameras for endless recording and endless broadcasting. And we're moving right along. And a half. Just that quick. Especially when we'll give them some more. Certain areas on a day like today where it's possibly even take a swim, chase his game for a swim, and Princess gets them. Is single lined. This trail, as you see, is basically when you have two towards us. There's plenty of room. Shoulder, if you see, and thought it was. I don't think I've done this part. Relatively speaking, especially of course the Chesapeake Bay, and this flows into there. Oh, what's going on? I thought I heard it. Okay, so we're yep doing a little pit stop here for us that we got a front wheel issue possibly. Jim's gonna look that over. Is it locked up? Or?
No, it's not. Something wrong with it. The rim's bent.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not loose. It's not loose. But it's not, I thought it was loose, but it's not. The rim's got
Hey, let's give them a little water, Jim, while we stop. So, they could use a little water now. They're not super thirsty.
Sorry, Bill, I just
That's okay.
seen
No.
that wobbling and
Yeah, our signal's a little low here, folks. TNT, yeah, they're pretty low too. Not a lot of, but at least what you're getting. Hopefully, it's a cool view. Yeah, I think we must have bent the.
I thought it might have been loose on the wheel.
That's what happens when you take these rims onto places you shouldn't, trails you shouldn't. You know.
Well, it needs to go to the bike shop to straighten it.
Yep. Yeah. These don't feel loose, do they? No. That's where you have a problem. Look at the bridge behind you, Jim. It's cool, isn't it? I hope you're enjoying the view and the ride. I know we're breaking up here, and I totally apologize for it. Hello. Like frame, but fabricate it for it, so but be versatile enough that we can move the attachment. Dogs, and actually there's rails that attach to the end, so if we wanted to, we could add a whole another team behind us of dogs. So I built them very versatile. Sometimes working with other dogs besides my own, it gives me the option of doing that. If somebody's dog would need some exercise or would need some running in, could easily do that. Add them on here, as well as we have a little Chinese crested, and there's room for her on here as well. This is electric assist, so it's got a Bfang motor, 1,000. Some locally made batteries, for lack of a better description. They're not mass produced, but they're using, I believe, an 18650 battery cell, which is put into what they call a shark pack or a dolphin pack case, which holds all the batteries. And they actually look like double or triple A batteries. And you good? Come on, guys, hike. And the batteries work wonderfully because they will go a long distance. One battery can go about 15 to 18 miles of pretty level riding, easily 10 or 11 of hilly riding, and when you add another battery, they're done in what I would call parallel circuitry because they work independently. So it burns one down, then it'll burn the other as it needs it. And of course, the batteries are interchangeable, so you can just add more batteries as you need them. So it looks like we're moving pretty good, folks. I could have turned the camera a little bit. Still spinning, yep. Awesome, isn't it, Jim? Yeah. What's so wonderful, because we do this during the week, we run into very little foot traffic, unless, of course, it's a holiday or a day, a really awesome day out. Then we try to avoid at least the populated trails. This is probably one of the more populated trails because it's extremely well maintained, easy to bike, and people of all ages and abilities can ride it. A lot of benches along the way, and This thing's pretty popular because of the distraction. Causes traffic jams and everything else, and dogs that are a little excitable, dogs, my dog, so years. It was a big thing. And Rhett's like, I think they're talking to something. Okay, so here we go. I said it and we got it. It's a right lane, so we're in the appropriate traffic. And it and Jim may be in the back to pull the dogs in because for us to be at the same height. Biting on the shoulder. Thank you. Good girl. Go. If you get a chance